Having faith can be something hard to achieve. Even in the Bible, people struggle with keeping their faith in God. Jesus knows this, and in Matthew chapter 17, verse 20, he says, "I tell you the truth. If your faith is as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." Jesus claims that even if your faith is as small as a mustard seed, your faith can be strong enough to do many things. Before, I used to think that having faith was just following the commandments of Jesus. I thought that if I did this and that, I had faith in Jesus and in God. Well, my idea of faith has completely changed because of my older brother AJ. My 8-year-old brother AJ has a disorder called autism. Autism is a disorder in the brain that affects your communication and socialization skills. I was told that for a while he could barely speak, which made him scream and cry most of the time. He always wanted to separate himself from others, and even bit, slapped, and pulled on my sister's hair. Now, after many years of speech therapy and applied behavior analyst, AJ can communicate in complete sentences, enjoys going to church, draws faster than anyone else I know, and always has a smile on his face. Understanding autism was very difficult for me at first. I had a hard time accepting what AJ had. My older sister has a strong relationship with AJ, and I always wondered, how? I want to have a strong relationship too. I wanted to know how it felt like to have a normal older brother. I then realized what I wanted, what I was thinking, was selfish. When I look at AJ, I see that he is completely happy. He always looks at the positive side of things. And when he prays, he thanks God for every little thing. He thanks God for a good day, what we had for dinner, what we watched on TV, and he even prays for me. AJ is one of the very few people I know that shows how much faith he has in God. He knows that God will take care of everything, and if he just asks, he will be there. AJ's faith inspires me every day to have a stronger faith in God. I turn to God for everything. I believe that as long as I thank God for all that he has done for me and accept what he has given me, my life will continue to be blessed. But having a strong faith and talking about it is challenging, especially with young people who have a different religious orientation. But instead of preaching to them, you can live by being a good example. You can be joyful when proclaiming your faith without being embarrassed and feeling awkward because of what Jesus wants you to do, like feeding and caring for the poor, basically helping and loving others. My faith is now completely filled with trust, confidence in God, and the joy to teach and share with others about my faith and the teachings of the church. I share and teach this by teaching younger and older altar servers how to probably know what to do during Mass and think that being an altar server is such a blessing because you are serving God. I believe that God gave me AJ as an older brother for a reason. My faith was as small as a mustard seed, but it grew into something bigger because of faith being shared. My brother has shared his faith with me. Now I'm sharing my faith with everyone else with joy in my heart.